You have passed the 3rd trial. Before you lies the 4th trial and the 5th trial. I have spoken with Nibani Mesa, and I know these trials. You wish to be called Urshilaku Nerevarine, but first, would you hear the counsel of Sulmatul? Good. First, I would give you warning. When you are called Nerevarine, the word must spread, and many must hear. Your enemies will hear and come seeking your blood, and such friends as you may have among the great houses, those who heed the words of the temple, they may forget their love for you. If you have business with the people of the houses and temple, you may wish to conduct that business first before you are named Nerevarine. Second, I tell you, seek the counsel of wise woman Nibani Mesa, for you are an outlander and ignorant of the ways of our people. Nibani Mesa can tell you of the other tribes, of their ways, and of their ashkans. If you do not know these things, you will make many mistakes and waste precious time. That is my counsel. Now, if you wish to be named Urshilaku Nerevarine, we may speak of these things. Very well. You wish to be called Nerevarine. I know you, and am disposed to do so. But first we must speak of need and duty. Before I name you Nerevarine, you must understand why a war leader is needed, so you may tell others. And before I name you Nerevarine, I must see that you know your duty. Only when we have spoken of these things shall you be called Nerevarine. Know the words of the prophecies. The curse of Dagoth Ur, and the 6th house threatens our land. The false gods lie, and you offer false hope and protection. You bear the moon and star of Nerevar. Azura's hand is upon you. These are the proofs you must show to all people as Urshilaku Nerevarine. From the unmourned house have come forth the 7 curses. The 6th house is a great evil and a great danger to all people. This is the need. You have seen this need. You have fought the 6th house. You have known the curse of Corpus. You have harrowed Kogrun, and seen the darkness that lies within. When you tell your story, others may be shown the proofs. You have learned the lies of the Tribunal and the false hope they offer of protection from Dagoth Ur. We have heard the priest's own words of the Apocrypha, and we know them to be true. We have heard the words of the dissident priests, and we know them to be true. The false gods have broken their promises and have taken up the tools of the enemy. This is a great evil and a great danger. Not a duty. You shall be Nerevarine of all the tribes, and Hortator of all the great houses. You shall eat the sin of the unmourned house, and free the false gods. You must defeat the 6th house and Dagoth Ur. You must free the Tribunal from their curse. This is the burden of prophecy. This shall be your duty as Urshilaku Nerevarine. Dagoth Ur is the devil and the enemy. Dagoth Ur and his beasts and servants are the source of many evils that beset the Dunmer and Morrowind. Dagoth Ur dwells in the fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain, served by his kin, called ash vampires, and by legions of deformed monsters. Before my hearth and kin, and before the people of the wastes, I name you Urshilaku Nerevarine, war leader of the Urshilaku, and protector of the people. In token of this, I give you the teeth, which shall be a sign to all Dunmer that you are the Nerevarine, and that the Urshilaku shall follow you in all things, even unto death, until the enemy is defeated, or until you are dead, or until you give this back into my hand. We have the teeth of the Urshilaku. Well, crap. Alright. Where's that? I assume it's a weapon. Do. That's apparently not a weapon. What is the teeth of Urshilaku? There's so many items. I need to figure out how to get rid of a bunch of these. Oh no. Oh, it's a amulet, I think? Or a ring? How do you tell? How do you tell? Normally it's just in the name. I'm gonna assume amulet, honestly. Oh, 10% resist paralysis on self. Neat. What's my current amulet do? Restore health? Okay, well, probably want that more right now, but now that's an option if I need it. Okay, I need to repair my stuff, I need to sell stuff. I need to get back to town, just in general, I think.
Well,
is there a blacksmith around here? It's Pat Yelch in the Nerevarine. Do you train things? Athletics? Block? Okay. It was nice knowing you. Does somebody have repair skill around here? Please? Repair. Need you to get rid of that moon sugar if you want services from me. Alright. Fix me up. Pauldrons. Bracers. Bracer. Greaves. Not in a hurry to repair anything else, I think. Oh, Curious to Savers. Up, and the bow. Everything else is mostly the stuff I'm planning on selling. That just has found its way into my inventory. Alright, well at least our stuff is fixed up now. What do you sell? Oh, this person actually has 1,000... Oh, right, because of all the repairs just now. Alright, so what can I sell to you then? Corpor Sweepings? Ectoplasm? Daedric Hearts? Frost Salts? Fire Salts? Maybe take the Ectoplasm back real quick. Not that one. Take back one Fire Salt. There we go. There we go. I am slightly improved in overall inventory capacity.
I see this land suits you.
Or perhaps more importantly, screen clutter. I keep seeing things like these and thinking they're shields, but they're probably like bug carapaces. I just want everyone. I think everyone's just happy to see me now, so I don't have to worry about the whole tradition where everyone freaks out if you go in their house. Seems like everyone's just chill about that now, so I want to see if anyone's a good merchant, but I think that nobody really has money in this town. So, aside from the person I just traded a bunch of repairs with, I think we're otherwise doomed. Nibani Mesa. You have to get rid of the moon sugar, Nerevarine, or I won't deal with you. I only revere you. No big deal, man. Let's see. Did they add anything to my map? Nisus, Narmak, Dagon Fell, Aldredania. Oh, camp. Hey, they're on my map. Okay, so that's where Ahemusa is. That's where Zainab is. No, these are the other names, though. They're gonna pal. Mark, where's more like Mar? Is that way out here? That's Sage with More is one of the communities I need to get to like me, right? Era Benim Soon. So they're a bit away. Two of them are kind of in a gray area where it's a little hard to say for certainty whether it'd be easier to get there from here or Sadrith Mora. But, perhaps most importantly, just nothing is near me right now. So I am most inclined to try to find something that I can use to just get the hell away from here, basically. I'm in the middle of nowhere. It'll take a long-ass time for me to get out of here otherwise. I always do that. I make that mistake every single time. I always forget that I need to go, like, find it in here. Divine Intervention. Where will I be? Ah!
How may we help?
Ah! Where am I? I'm in Nisus. Do you guys have a... You guys have a Silt Strider, right? I think I remember it on the menu, being always on the list of choices. I think I've just never, ever been here before. Come here for any other reason, though. Everyone's always yelling at me when I teleport at them. It's really startling. Are you a merchant? Everyone knows you've got a price on your head. I don't want any trouble. Just leave me alone and I won't call the guards. Oh, crap. Right. That whole part where I broke in and fought guards. Are you a guard?
Fight well.
I don't think any of these people count as guards. I need to do something to fix my reputation. So this is the Shrine of the Tribunal. Yeah, no one's gonna talk to me until I take care of that situation. Oh. Let's see. Right, the whole moon sugar thing. Let me get rid of those real quick. Putting that on your desk, no big deal. Alright. Well, that's disappointing. Given that he runs a shrine, I was hoping for some nice intervention scrolls. I don't think that he sells that kind of thing. He doesn't have much in the way of money either, so I'm just going to move on for now. That's 26 things that are all value 50, so it's, yeah, it's a non-negligible amount of drug money to be made with that. Just need to find the right way to do so. There, here we're back out. Are you a guard? Nope. Dul Groddush. I'm wondering how guards are going to respond to me when they see me again. Is that a guard? Pay 549 gold. Alright. There you go. That's not so bad. Only half 1,000 for the part where I was basically trespassing and breaking out entire people that were supposed to be captives. Always with the moon sugar. Where am I going to find a Khajiit around here? It's hard to find a Khajiit vendor because they're usually just slaves. Kind of gets in the way of the whole thing, frankly. Alright. Well, if I get to a place of the Mages Guild, I can visit our friend. Let's travel to... Could try Aldrune. You guys aren't going to attack me on sight in this town now, are you? Because that wouldn't be very Christian. I'm not used to seeing Aldrune look so clear. I can see the fort and stuff. This place is always a mess, because it's always storming every time I come here. Did I fix that by becoming Nerevarine, I wonder? Let's see, I need to go to the Mages Guild. I want to visit Caldera. Oh, that's not the right way to go. I just turned around in midair like Wile E. Coyote. Great.
Hello there. How are you?
How are you? To what do I owe this?
At this point, I've got parts of this route memorized.
How are you?
I've spent many a night in this place. It's made possible by the fact that, I don't know if it's because no one owns it, or if it's out of the line of sight, but I keep resting in that bedroll, and you can get away with it every time. I'm never entirely sure why. Please tell me you buy moon sugar, so I can... Really? I might give up on the moon sugar then, just from frustration. So I don't really want to carry it around if you won't even buy it. Finding Khajiit vendors is kind of annoying, frankly. Alright, Shadow Shield, Invisibility on self. It's a heavy shield. It's within the range that he can buy, at least. There we go. We'll talk that up a little bit. That's a start. There we go. I'll probably try to filter through my inventory a little bit more over time, but for now I just wanted to get this into a usable state. Since I found my way back here, I guess I might as well go back to Aldrune, and I might as well see if I can get in the good graces of the local people. What is that on the floor? Oh, just a rock. The rock on the end was like clipping through the floor strangely and had a bunch of lines on it, so I thought that maybe it was, let's go to... let's do Balmora, actually. That's familiar territory. Oh, you might have bought the moon sugar, huh? Because you're... Literally teleported straight to a Khajiit, didn't I? Kind of contradicts the part from earlier. Alright, I think I'll start with Balmora. Of the people I try to switch to. This is the town that I probably spent the most time in. Well, this place in Vivek, I suppose, but that's because that place is gargantuan and entire quest lines are completely based around its setting. Yeah, over time I'll filter out all the expensive stuff in my inventory to turn it into money instead of raw weight of stuff. That was just something to get the got rid of the moon sugar, and then also got our inventory into a state that's not going to be overburdened every time I pick up a new item, hopefully. Alright. So Sumotul, maybe Nerevarine. There are so many updates in this journal now, by the way. We're at 147 pages, oh my god, okay. Guess we just get it started and see how it goes. So if I want to be Hortator... Only a great house council can name a Hortator. There's the Redoran, the Hlaalu, and the Telvanni. I think the Hlaalu are here. Guess the best I can do is just poke around. So one of this is like their, yeah, council manor. Yeah. So it's this place right in front of me, actually. Hi! Would you like to bow to me? Just a suggestion. Who runs this place? Looking through the options. The Hortator is not an option. How about Nerevarine? The Nerevarine is a heretic according to the temple, and so are all those who support the Nerevarine, but House Hlaalu's policy is to avoid extremist religious views. We follow the imperial practice of religious toleration for various cults and beliefs, so as long as they do not challenge law or public order.
May you find me worthy of your attention.
I assume I'll go upstairs somewhere, and someone more important will be able to talk to me about the thing I'm trying to talk about here. What kind of training do you got? Yep, can't learn anything from them. There's House Hlaalu. Hortator is not there. Nerevarine. Nope, same thing. Oh.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
And I guess this is it. Alright. Hey, we're good friends now, isn't that convenient? Sneak, acrobatics, hand to hand. What would I go for here? Moonmorth, Foyada, Mamea, Imperial Cult, Nerevarine, Outlander. Same dialogue again. House Hlaalu is the only great house that knows how to do business with the Empire. They are more tolerant of foreigners, like myself, and willing to do business. They are not paranoid and insular like the Telvanni, nor do they cry and try to convert you to the Tribunal Temple like House Redoran. Okay. An Outlander is anyone born and raised outside Morrowind. Okay. How do I proceed with this quest? The journal did mention proof, so I'm wondering if maybe I need to specifically bring something to them first before the dialogue is even open. Not super sure. I may need to go to Vivek, ultimately. Let's see. Because Vivek might be where, like, their HQ location is. Like, this might be, well, I mean, this seems to be their HQ, but Vivek might be where, like, their official is. And so maybe that's the proper way to start, because there was an entire building dedicated to each house in that town, right?
May you find me worthy of your attention.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You're the first person you see when you walk in. I keep business going here. If you want to talk business, you come to the right place. You want to join House Hlaalu? Yes, you're a worthy candidate, and we accept anyone who wants to join, even Outlanders. Are you interested in joining? Never mind. Thought I'd try it out, though. I don't know if I can join all of them, or one of them at a time, or what. So I'll keep that at arm's length for now, but let's look around here. Advancement, that doesn't even make sense. Light armor? Aw. Security. Aw. Crassius Curio. He can be very eccentric at times, but his weaknesses allow him to be manipulated. He lives in the Hlaalu Palace in Vivek. Okay. Maybe that's who I should talk to then, is the guy at the Hlaalu Palace. The Hlaalu counselors have conferred upon me the great honor of interviewing those who wish to become members. Raylan Hlaalu. Yes, I'm looking for the murderer of Raylan Hlaalu. If you find the murderer, bring him to justice, let me know. Bellada Omani. I don't even know why some of these are options, honestly. Omani Manor is on an island east of Vivek. You can get there by following the road east of Vivek, and then south past Al Sotha. It might be easier to just swim there from Vivek. Okay, so they talk about Crassius Curio, somebody that's in the Hlaalu Plaza in Vivek. That might get me on the right path. I'm not entirely sure. Whoop. If nothing else, I at least know how to get in the general area. So, right here to Vivek. Oop. Abrupt time of day changes as they load us in. So which one of these is House Hlaalu? I thought they were more obviously labeled than that. Maybe the local map will make it more clear as I get closer. I could have sworn that the major buildings were each labeled after a house. Although it could be that I'm just having trouble highlighting the right boxes on the world map because of how tiny the all are kind of laid out. Really? Hiccups now? Don't do that. Yeah, this is Redoran. That's Redoran. Hlaalu. Yeah, over here. Yeah, sometimes I have trouble highlighting stuff correctly on the world map. They're so dense because they're so close together. Unless their names are just that. Do these names exist? Redoran, Hlaalu. Oh, that's confusing. Saint Dalen. So I know this box is Redoran and this one is Hlaalu, but like, I highlight this. My mouse feels like it's on this thing, but it says Redoran, and it feels like it's on this thing, but it says like Arena and like Ohms, but I'm still within the square. Huh. It might be that the point of the mouse might not be the actual part that you're highlighting with this mouse. When you're on that view. Weird. That would probably lead to some of the confusion, yes? Let's see. Are there any ground level doors to try? Nope. We'll just start poking around and see if I can make some headway around here. I mean, if I can get a lot of stuff done in this town, then we're gonna have some fast progress because they're all like next door to each other. Okay, well you're not as useful. Do you get mad at me because you're an ordinator? Go about your business, but I'm watching you. Councillor Crassius Curio has a splendid mansion in the plaza atop the Hlaalu Canton here in Vivek. Okay, so it's on top. I can make do with that. Wait. Oh, I'm already at the top? I thought there was another floor. The game just crash? The answer is yes, the game did crash, so if you ever wonder why you see me quick saving like this every 5 seconds sometimes, that's pretty much why. Because I'm just to get away from that going wrong.
Is there something you need? Hello.
You are a weaponsmith. I bet I can make money off of you. Don't really need a repair, actually. Do you have... you don't have a lot of money. Even the gauntlet is too much for you? What about the Dark Brotherhood stuff? Yeah, that'll have to suffice. There we go. Just gonna try to slowly offload items as we walk around. Make a bit of progress, hopefully. It's probably this place. Nope, this is general goods. Well, are you good at having lots general money? No, you're not. You're terrible at having money. Why does your money suck so much? About them ash salts. Sure. Must reduce inventory clutter. It is severe problem, kind of. The no-name club. Is that where the rogues hang out? Seems like a rogue territory. Locked door. I mean, it's just a bar, right? Yep, dude has 75. Oh, sells moon sugar, so that's somebody you can sell moon sugar to, except he has 75 gold, so he can't afford it. Curio Manor, this is it. Alright, you're probably the dude. No, you're not.
Yes, Outlander.
You are not the dude, as it turns out. Do you have good books? Your books blow, man. You're not the person. Well, this didn't get us very far. Remember when I used to be stealing grief because that was a high value item from my perspective? We've progressed a bit since then. Nope. Nope. There we go. I was gonna say the guy's actually named Curio, right? Hey, I should rest and meditate on the fact that I've learned about light armor, an actually useful stat that's so high now that I can't train it with people anymore. Yep, that's one of my majors. I unfortunately can't train any of those anymore. But hey, I'll be level 43 in a bit. Yes, I'm Crassius Curio, but you can call me Uncle Crassius. Yes, that is my name, but it sounds like music when you say it. Oh. Hlaalu Hortator. A Hortator is a great... It really throws me off that there's a T in the middle of that, by the way. Instead of Hortator, it's Hortator. Is a great house war leader. It's an ancient tradition, seldom invoked in modern times. How is it chosen? As far as I recall, every one of Hlaalu's counselors must vote to choose a Hortator. And the vote must be unanimous. There must be some situation requiring a war leader, of course, and a worthy candidate who can perform a Hortator's duty. A Hortator is chosen by consensus. Everyone has to agree. A single no is a veto. First, a great house has to choose a Hortator. Then, that Hortator has to go persuade the other great houses to agree to name him Hortator of their houses too. A very difficult system. No great house wants to give the honor to a member of another great house, but luckily it's mostly honorary and doesn't cost a house anything, so it might not be that bad after all. A Hortator is a champion, who leads by inspiration. He challenges opposing heroes in single combat. He goes on long desperate quests. He goes alone into the citadels of the enemy. He confronts the dangers no one else in the house is strong enough or courageous enough to face. Do I really need to have a label and a title? Can't I just go... there must be some kind of power that comes with this, right? Because otherwise, couldn't I just go defeat Dagothr myself if it just requires me to be strong? I assume they need a power. Okay. So, what about me then? Tell your story and ask to be confirmed as Hortator. You want to be a Hortator? A pity. Orvas Dren does not want you to be a Hortator, and very few counselors will be willing to risk Sir Dren's disapproval. But if you were to give me a small gift of 1,000 drakes, I might reconsider. Alright. What a thoughtful gift! How did you know? Gold! It's just what I wanted. And now it's time for your gift, and I have just what you want. In my formal capacity as counselor of House Hlaalu, I give you my vote for the title of Hortator. Perhaps I can give you a little suggestion. I am sure you can persuade Dram Barrow to support you as Hortator, if you can find him. Orvas Dren has Nivena Ools and Velanda Omani in his pocket. You might want to make a little trip to Dren Plantation before talking to them. And then there's Yngling Half-Troll, who's dead, right? Didn't I kill him? Yngling Half-Troll is a foreigner like me, but he simply doesn't understand the Dunmer like I do. If you were to dispose of him, the other counselors would not be upset. If you kill any of the rest of us, of course, it's a different story. He lives in Ingling Manor, in the St. Olms Canton. No, I didn't steal Ingling. I didn't kill Ingling, did I? I think I stole from him for a Thieves Guild quest. He definitely came up in a Thieves Guild quest. I've had to find him before. Drambarrow is very secretive. He lives somewhere here in Vivek. Orvas Dren. He is the head of the Kimona Tong and lives in the plantation in the Ascadian Isles. You may be able to bribe him or trick him. He despises the Empire, and I've heard rumors that he has made some kind of deal with the 6th House. Davina Ools. She lives in Ools Manor, near Suran. Just take the road north out of Suran, cross the bridge heading west, and look for a manor south of the road. Valanda Omani. Councillor Valanda Omani lives outside Vivek on Elmas Island. Take the bridge to the mainland from Telvanni Compound, then turn south, cross the bridge from Elmas Island. The path from the south end of the bridge leads right to Omani Manor. Okay. Boy oh boy, so I need to convince 5 more people to like me, basically, and I only have one of them on my side right now. And I had to give this guy 1,000 drakes. Would have second-guessed it if it wasn't for the fact that I have a lot of money. I'm cool with just skipping ahead if that's all it takes. This next part might take a while. Boy, oh boy. So I need a unanimous vote of 6 people just to get House Hlaalu, which in itself is only one of the 6 places I need to get on my side. 7 if we want to count the one I got by immediately. I almost said for free, but I've done multiple quests for them at this point. Well, we've got a lot more to go.